Hello everyone, it's Wacky Anime What If here to present you with What If Issei Had the 10 Shadows Technique, Chapter 1. The What If starts with Issei Fushiguro in his room, currently contemplating on why he's in Kyoto Town. Then he has a little flashback of last week when Gojo literally bursted through his door unannounced, didn't knock or anything, and said, "Hey, you got a mission. You got to go to Kuoh Town and attend Kuoh Academy. Apparently, there's been cursed spirits popping up a lot more frequently around there. And as I don't want to go there, I'm sending you, my precious student, there. Aren't you excited?" And then Issei just looks at him and says, "I'm fucking changing." It just shows that Issei was just changing while Gojo just bursted in and just told him about the mission. And Gojo says, "That's the spirit." And then he just is about to close the door, but he says, "Oh, also, if you're worried about me seeing you while you were changing, don't worry, I didn't see anything special." And he just closed the door. Issei immediately in his head just thought emotional damage, and his first instinct was, "With this treasure I before Issei could even finish his words, Gojo just bursted back through the door, just opens that shit, ran up to him, and said, "The fuck you think you do?" and just kicked him in the balls. And Issei just released the girliest scream, and the ball kick was so hard that Issei fucking got knocked the fuck out. He even felt the pain the next morning when he had to go to Kyoto Town on a flight. And currently, Issei, who had just finished his flashback and is already basically in front of Kuoh Academy already, as he started walking, ended up holding his balls unconsciously because he swore he felt phantom pain, but he notices now people are looking at him like a creep because he's holding his balls in public. And right in front of Kuoh Academy, too. And Issei just thinks in his head, "Oh, this is so awkward. Maybe if I just remove my hands slowly from my balls and walk away, they just won't, remember this, I guess." He just tries this, and he just, while walking, says in his head, "Oh, okay, I feel they're still staring at me. Maybe they're not actually staring at me. Maybe it's just my paranoia. Maybe if I look around, I'll just see that they're just looking at something else." Izuku just turns around and he sees there was 5 people just staring dead at him. Issei immediately thought, "This is so much worse than I expected. Nope, 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 fuck this shit." He just starts running into the fucking Kill Academy building. At this point, he just ran past 5 people, and they're just looking at him like a weirdo, wondering why he's so excited to go to class. This is school. This is not a fun place. They misunderstood his embarrassment while he was running away for excitement. So as Issei just ran directly into the school, he just stopped after a few minutes and was in front of the steps. He realized his first class is up the stairs. He just thinks, they're just stairs. Not like anything's gonna happen. Although his instincts were telling him, for some reason, that the stairs were fucking dangerous. He just ignored it and just tried to walk up them. And as he walks up the stairs, he makes it all the way to only the first step, and he just fucking slips and falls up the stairs. And Issei's thinking in his head, "How in the fuck did I fall up the stairs? Falling down the stairs is something, but up the stairs." And Issei could hear the hose behind him laughing at his face. And he thought, and it was in front of the hose. This couldn't get any worse. Then all of a sudden, someone that was walking down the stairs tripped, and they landed directly on his back, causing him intense pain as he screamed, "Motherfucker!" And then a few moments after, when he finally was able to get up, he felt his back was hurting a lot as he went up the stairs to that classroom, and he swore that the stairs were fucking evil. He swore he heard a laugh, and there was no one else there. The other people left, so he thought it was the stairs that laughed at him for a second there, but then he put that off and thought, no, 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 that's just crazy talk. You don't want to end up in the loony bin. And as he was walking toward his classroom, he ended up noticing something more odd. The cursed spirits seemed to be a little bit more odd when he was getting closer towards his classroom. He noticed one cursed spirit literally looked like Chris Hansen, but just a more monstrous version of him. It was really odd to him. And yeah, Issei just decided to try to ignore it, but it was staring directly at his face. I mean, it's not really hurting anyone. So Issei just like walks into the classroom trying to ignore it, but it's just staring at him like through the class window the entire time. And Issei, who just entered the classroom, is told by the teacher to introduce himself. He just goes up to the chalkboard, writes his name, and says, "Hey everyone, I'm Issei Fushiguro, and it's a pleasure to meet you all, I guess." And just walks towards his desk. The teacher says, "Hey, why don't you introduce yourself with a little bit more than just your name?" While Issei just says, "Does anyone else actually want to know anything but my name?" Everyone just like raises no hand. And Issei says, "Well, no one raised their hand and no one seems really eager, so how about you just continue class?" The teacher just thinks in their head, "Oh, great, I got the smartass." As class continues, Issei is just zoning out. Like, he's not even focusing on class. He's just wondering, why the fuck is the Chris Hansen curse literally just right beside him, pressed up against the fucking class door window, just the class window, just staring at him the entire time. Issei just is trying to ignore this shit, and as it time skips towards lunch, like right when the lunch bell rung, Issei was gone. This man ran out as fast as possible, the first one out too. And the teacher thought, damn, he must be hungry. Meanwhile, Issei's just hauling ass towards the cafeteria thinking, oh, fuck no, why was that Chris Hansen curse just staring at me so intently? What the fuck did I even do? As he got towards the cafeteria, he all of a sudden connected the dots when he heard and saw this one lunch man, the man who's serving everyone their lunches, talk, and thought, oh no, now I know why that Chris Hansen curse is here. Yeah, this motherfucker's probably the reason. As he hears this man literally serve the next kid who ordered mashed potatoes and says, I got some extra sauce on your mashed potatoes for you. Hope you enjoy my special treat. And this caused Issei, who was right behind that poor kid, to absolutely floor it. Like, he just ran out that cafeteria so fast that one kid ended up thinking, dang, he ran faster than my dad when he went to go get some milk. Although, thinking about it, where is he? I've been waiting for the milk for a few years. And while that kid was lost in thought, wondering where his dad is with the milk, Issei was outside, and he was going to continue running, but then he saw the weirdest thing. There was this one girl who had these huge knockers, but that wasn't the weird thing. The weird thing was there was a mini cursed spirit right between them, and Issei could literally see it. And Issei in his head thought, that lucky little fucker. As that girl just walked away. Issei wanted to go ahead and, like, exercise the spirit, like, just go ahead and kill it. But then again, he didn't want to reach his hand there. He really didn't. And there's, like, absolutely no excuse if he did. So he just, like, let it go. Although he saw the fucking perverted face on that curse, and he thought, why are the curses here so fucking weird? I haven't seen a normal one ever since I got here, honestly. He ended up just walking, just trying to find more of a quiet place, and hoping no more weird stuff happens, and his investigation can continue. He just starts to look around, and he notices he has no clue why any of these curses are just coming here. But then again, it's only the first day. He didn't expect all the clues to align, or him to have a clue just on the first day of looking. After all, Gojo and the higher-ups themselves even stated that this mission would be a long mission, and he might be here for a few months even. Issei just sighs and says, I just hope that this isn't how my few months of being here is gonna be the entire time. Then all of a sudden, Issei notices that this one kid is following him now. And Issei just looks behind him. This kid literally looked like they're 13. Issei just decides, okay, maybe the kid's lost. Just walks up towards the kid and says, hey, this is Kuoh Academy. You see, only teenagers are supposed to be here. I don't think you're old enough. If is your sister here? And the person he was talking to was Konako. She's very short, and she is a student here, and also a devil that is in Rias's barrage. She, upon hearing Issei mistake her as a kid, got pretty mad, and immediately her first instinct, and what she did, was deck Issei right in the face. So hard that he flew back, and he was flying a good distance away until he ended up having his back hit a tree, which stopped him from continuing to fly any further, but it also made him scream, "My fucking back, you bitch!" while looking dead at Konako with a bloodied nose that is absolutely broken, and him trying to get off the fucking ground. Meanwhile, the three stoner dudes who cut class witnessed this, and they were like, "Damn, he got fucked up. Couldn't be me." They just walked away while just casually smoking. But then they noticed that the student council president Sony was right nearby, and she got all three of them with joints in their mouth, caught in basically 4K. All three of them look at each other, and they have the moment where they just thought internally, it was at this moment that we knew we had just fucked up. And all three of them just started hauling ass away while Sony was chasing them like a fucking demon. And that is where we end the what if. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you destroy that subscribe button. And also, one more thing, the more support that this gets, the more likely I'll be to make another part. And with that being said, goodbye.